Hello and welcome back everyone. We are taking a look at another demo and boy oh boy am I excited for this one. Those of you that have followed the channel and myself for a little while now, you may know that Strange Horticulture was one of the first titles that I actually played on this channel. And it was a bit of a, lucky pick because I didn't know the game at the time, but something about it intrigued me. And I thought, hey, this might make for an interesting viewing experience, and I absolutely loved it. Well, and as you can see, the creators are working on the new title, and in the last Steam Next Fest, they presented the first playable demo, at least to my knowledge, first playable demo of Strange Antiquities, the hopefully successful successor of Strange Horticultures. So today we're going to take a look at the demo. As always, please anticipate that not everything might be working just yet, but without further ado, let's take a look into the game. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it's important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. Oh, that same drawing style like last time. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Ellie left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Even the loading screen. I don't know. Oh, we have a cat again. Use the arrow keys or WASD to navigate your shop. Let's try WASD first. Okay, we can look left and right. And up and down. Oh! Ooh, that looks very interesting. Already noticing that there's 2 tiles missing in here. But let's first pet our little furry friend. Hello, buddy. Oh! Yes, this... Oh, what is this called? Heterochromia or something like that, where they have 2 different colored eyes. Okay, what is... Oh, we can move things. Okay. Something here is locked away. There's a spider. An old clock. Oh, that one looks cool. What else? This looks more like nature on this side. Oh, well, apart from this really eerie hand and this one over here. Wow. Hint, day 1. What is this? Just quickly looking around what we have. The archive. I don't know what all those symbols mean, so this is interesting. And I'm guessing we're already straight in our shop. So, as we did in Strange Horticulture. Oh, and the rain. This is very, very nice. Hello, sir. Eli White. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass, and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Oh. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. But we have a book. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully, and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. So that's the first thing we do. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Okay. To be fair, if I was him, I would have a bad feeling about this as well. I'm not gonna lie. I like that they even adjust the sound. Like the rain, when he stepped away, just went quieter for a second as if like closing the door. Oh, what's this? Oh, can we do here? Oh. Oh. Hello. Huh. Maybe we need to eat this later. Anyway, let's have a look at this book. Let's see if it's the same. How do I... Oh, it's the same as in Strange Horticulture, so you kind of need to move it to your working place, and then you can look at it. That's the menu, okay. Index, okay. Contents. Ecumenical, Arius Remnant, Binding Seed, Ethereal Key. I have no idea what any of those mean. Let's click on Acumenia. An Acumenia is a small object commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Memento mori, a reminder of death. Wow, interesting. Okay. So there's a number of those, okay. Let's have a look if we can go on the index. Subject, Black Heart, referenced in Lamb's Siphon. Blancathra Heart Chamber. Horn-shackle Demon. Let's have a quick look. Ooh. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example of an elaborate horned shackle. Oh, let's see if we can find maybe that's demons. If I click on it, oh, then it takes me back to the index. Zia. Warn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Seers are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Interesting. So I guess this is going to be our main guide. Yeah, a guide to occult objects. Strange artifacts. T.S. Gill. Okay. Let's move up again and let's ring the bell. After we petted our little furry friend once more. Can we move this? Yes, we can. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, and there's weights in here. Oh, this is so cool. Just to kind of discover the shop is already good fun. Oh, and there we have a little floating device. Okay, anyhow. Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Very nice. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter spoon. Okay. Use a right click on items to inspect them. Hunter spoon. Okay. Use right click on items to inspect them. Let's first look here. Hunter spoon. A hunter spoon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. So like a tooth, I guess, or horn. Interesting. Oh, so I can zoom in with my right mouse. Nice, I quite like that. Oh, sorry, I did not want to press escape, I guess. Oh, maybe this could then be a hunter spoon, right? Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. It's a yellow-white color, yellow-brown. Color and composition. Sense of touch. Smooth. Smooth, but with hard ridges. Scent and sound. I have nothing to remark. Inner perception. Gives me a sensation of power. Ah. We can edit it again similarly. Hunter spoon. I absolutely enjoyed this feature already in Strange Horticulture, and I think this is so great. This obviously is even more unique than the plants, but let's see how we fare. Okay. Okay. Use this item. Identified. Clues. This is Tiger's Tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Nice. Ossig ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Caution, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Caution's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossig ring up their ear. Oh, you can add labels to items while inspecting them using the right mouse button. And a spoon. So that's a tick already, which is fabulous. But did we just... Oh, what is this? Hang on a second. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Oh, so this time maybe it's not just our shop. And look, there's another tile here. Orthommic fields. Orthommic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a orthommic lens. A diurnal field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay, let's make sure we keep this here. And what do we have here? Oh, what is this? Explore. Undermere. We are back in Undermere. That's the same town as Strange Horticulture. What's this, by the way? The thaumaturge Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. A side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Oh, so the cat's name is Jupiter. Okay. This is the one I've been called away. Oh yeah, so we can see the text again. Very nice. Ah, the Borrower of Souls. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat. Or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found Strange Antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Ah, lovely. Oh, this is so cool. When you move the mouse, it actually, just around his head, it actually follows it. Nice. Okay. That's super sweet. And I guess this is our map. Oh, wow. The town has grown since last time. Or more precisely, this is purely the town. I think last time we had more like a map of, I guess, the surrounding lands. Lake Undermere, Naylor Island. And then you have all the different places. I'm sure that will become more important later on. Okay, let's put this away. Let's put it on the side. What do we have here? What is this? Okay. Oh. Oh, so there's more space here as well. Nothing else though. There's the Explore tab now because we picked up a compass. So I guess that means we could technically leave the shop as well, but we don't want to do that just now. Not a spoon. Let's give Jupiter a cuddle and ring the bell and see who comes next. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds. Or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. I'm sorry, mate. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. A shadow hold. Well, Jack, give me just a second. Let's see if we can get lucky again. A shadow hold. Oh, intricate. A shadow hold or a ascetic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle, or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an ascetic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. I was about to say, it reminds me a little bit of dream catchers. They supposedly do the same, but obviously with nightmares. Okay. They're decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Okay, sometimes a jar or a bottle, or some sort of box. Jar or a bottle. I mean, this could be one. This. Let's have a look at this. Clay. It didn't, and cork. It didn't say anything, but look, that pattern. These markings have been carved in. Hard and somewhat rough. Spongy. I love the attention to detail, so even the cork, like, they've really made a description for all those three elements. Scent and sound. Pungent. Okay, inner perception. I have nothing to remark. Clay. Let me just consult this again, but I think it is this. Jar or bottle can be used to contain. They're decorated with an elaborate design. Yeah, it has to be this. Because this has no design on it. A pearlescent blue glass. No, no. So what was this? A shadow hold. Shadow hold. Turn it back. Use this item. Identified. Clues. The item is a container of some kind, and the design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. Nice. Hey, I think Eli was maybe wrong, being all worried. Sunbond. A sunbond is a small and lightweight. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. Small and lightweight. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Book content discovered. Click to continue. Okay, so there is an auto-labeling option in the settings if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. That's... oh, it's nice that it tells us this, but I actually quite like it. And I just wanted to see... so sun... ah... so by identifying it correctly, it adds new content to our book. That's awesome. Oh, I'm already having a great time. The mailman, David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sword who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay. Thank you, David. Let's have a look. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. An entry on the shin. I don't know what a shin is. I would need to look that word up later. Okay. Oh, I can put this here. Julia Braddock. Good day, Julia. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. Ah, hear that, Jupiter, you have a fan. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I am visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. Sure. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. Okay. What do you have in mind, Julia? I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Okay, a moon heart. Gonna take a step in the dark and say it's a moon in heart-shaped form. Oh. Well. Moon heart. Stone, dark wood. Smooth. Well, I don't really know. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Could this be a moon heart? Engraved detailing, hard and somewhat rough. Rough fabric. Cheap metal of some kind. Pewter, bone. This could be it. So, we are on our first task because we don't quite know what the moon heart is. Wait, let's... There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. Yeah, I wanted to click on that one. Moon heart. Moon heart, Selenic totem. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. They can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling. Crescent shape. Okay, well, let's have a look then again. I think this one... I have nothing to remark. No. Nothing to remark. An uneven texture. Snow. These do not seem right. And they don't look very nice either. Gonna look at this one. There's a moon one here. White paint. Wood. You, I suspect. I have nothing to remark. Okay. Rough and loud. I'm gonna take a look at this again. I don't like how this makes me feel. So this is not it. Is there anything else that is moon-like? I mean... Nothing to remark. I have nothing to remark. That is a bit of an oddity. I have a strong sense of being watched. No. Nothing to remark. Maybe this then? Nothing. Interesting. Can't seem to figure out the right thing. This is just a flower pot. Nothing. Is there anything in here? My heart feels lighter. It's not the right thing though. I have nothing to remark. Nothing. There is a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. Well, it's the polar opposite of what we're looking for. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. It's also not it. I'm missing something here. These carved totems, more commonly known as moons. I mean, this here is a tree with an owl and something that is shaped like a full moon. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. That's why I thought this one... That's why I thought this one, you know, crescent shape, and I don't know what those disciplines are, but I had thought because grave detailing, hard and cool, hard and somewhat rough, a rough fabric, bone fabric, yellow white bone, sheet metal, pewter. I wonder. Maybe we're missing something. It's just the weights. Did I look at this one? An orange gemstone. I have nothing to mark. It's offered in his presence. The only other one was this one that looks like a tree with the little moon on top of it, but he didn't say it. Buff and gnawed. Good. Is there any other crescent-shaped object anywhere else in here? I mean, this one is somewhat... I don't think that's the right... What's this way? Oh. It looks like something could fit in there, right? What just happened? Where did it go? I put it in here, but it... Okay. I do not know what happened. Nothing to remark. It's nice that you can look at literally everything. I just realized that there's one more there. One more empty field. Yeah, and there's another one here. So I'm guessing we will find 3 more. And then we need to put them in the right order, and then something will likely happen. Oh, it just puts it back here. Okay. There wasn't anything else, right? Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I really am not sure. And I don't just want to I'm overcome by a warm, loving emotion. An owl. Moonheart. And there's the crescent shape. Not Monheart, but Moonheart. I have to be honest, I didn't even fully recognize it. Identified. This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the night, and it bears a concealed crescent shape. There you go. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important, and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. This is where the weights come in. Evocant. Weigh the same. They should not stray more than a hair. Okay. Interesting. Edmund Bishop. Good day, Edmund. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they kill, if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. Okay. How can I help you? A voice of Cernos might help me put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Okay, Voice of Cernunnos. Let's have a look in our clever book. Voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze talk that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Cernunnos wearing his torque. Again, not necessarily sure what a torque is. Bronze torque, so I guess the material here. Voice of Cernunnos, bronze. So maybe that's gonna be the hint. What's this, by the way? It fills me with a sense of foreboding. No. But this is not bronze. This maybe. Sense of touch. Raised detailing. Bronze. So maybe that's the one. But where are the antlers? Stone. Dark wood. Not bronze. Orange gemstone, gold wood. Nope. Clay. Also not bronze. This is also bronze. Oh, there's 2 items already. At least this one has horns. Bone. Brown. Pewter, not bronze. Gold. Black gemstone, but definitely not bronze. Bronze. This could be it. I feel like this is the one that comes closest to it. And I also do want to know what happens if I get it wrong, so I'm gonna use this one. We got it right. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. Oh, did it? Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. I want to name this in a second. So, Eye of Cernunnos, Voice of Cernunnos. Oh, this is what he was wearing, indeed. Voice of Cernunnos. Let me just label this as well. Voice of Cernunnos. I'm probably misspelling this already, but... Oh, we can even give it different shapes. Nice. Okay. I like this. That's such a nice, cute little detail. So you can really customize it to your own heart's desire. Alright, closed. We can end the day. Eh? That was a busy first day, Jupiter, wasn't it? End of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Back Barrow. Oh, so there's an overarching story happening again. Oh, so good. Oh, I need to follow the lines with my mouse. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Handcuffs? Old-fashioned ones. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hit me in the first building he came to. He hit me in the first building he came to. Interesting. But yeah, the design, this looks so elegant, so well made. Day 2, Friday. Oh, and we're getting this card now. Interesting. Alright. That looks really good. What else is happening here? Oh. Oh, Edmund is the ornithologist, so he's another important character. Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege, like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learned to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Visits day 1. Oh yeah, and then we have the text again. He was the one who talked about the behavior of the ravens. Interesting. Alright. We are on day 2. And I'm gonna do something very unusual other than giving you Bitter a pet, but if you enjoy this demo so far and you like what you're seeing, then please go get the demo for yourself, give it a try. I'm going to finish it here. I will definitely play the demo for as long as the guys allow me to, but I'm really looking forward to this game releasing. I think current release date is set for August, if I'm not completely mistaken, but I might be wrong. I'll put the link again in the description so you can have a play around yourself. If this is your type of game, it's definitely a very relaxed one, very cozy, but also nice and puzzly. And it does require an element of attention to detail, as you were able to see. I think we made a good start. So far we got, what was it, 4? I think 4 out of 4 we got correct, which is great. We already found a couple of items, and I think we learned just basic navigation in our shop. I really like the visuals. I definitely feel like this is a step up from Strange Horticulture. Just overall, the look and feel, like those little bits, like when you move, that like all the talismans, they're kind of shaking with you, but also that you can change the forms of your tags and all of that. I don't know. It's such a unique concept. Really good game. I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this little excursion into strange antiquities just as much as I did. And of course, I hope I will see you again on the next one. But until then, please look after yourself and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.